Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the application part of IoT and we will use IoT enabled fan first. So before using IoT enabled fan, you need to know about your home gateway. So home gateway, or we can call it as an residential gateway, is a gateway that allow the connection of local area network to wide area network. So a home gateway actually help to connect a smaller network to a larger network or directly help to connecting to internet, we can say. For an example, if you have Wi-Fi router in your home and all the home devices are connected to it, but the device required to access the internet, then there is a requirement of home gateway which enables them to connect larger network. Okay, that larger network we are calling it as internet. So the gateway facility is provided by the router. So we will take this home gateway and we will drag over our workspace. So this is a home gateway and this is required because we need to connect other IoT enabled devices to it. So if you double click, this is the physical view of your home gateway. Okay, so this is the physical view, and here you can see that Ethernet ports and Internet port are available. Okay, so for Ethernet port, so this is a model number of DLC 100. So for Ethernet port and one Internet port is available, and this is also Wi-Fi enabled. So if I go to configure section, so there are LAN option and there are wireless options. So in wireless options, I can enable password protection also, and I can change the name of our wireless router. So by default, SSID or the name of the router is home gateway, and we are using a frequency range of 6 to 2.437 gigahertz, and coverage range is 250 meter. Okay, here it is written coverage range, and authentication and all the things are disabled. So whenever any device we can say wireless or Wi-Fi enabled device came into this range without any authentication, you just need to click on or give the name of home gateway, so it will connect directly. Now we will see how we can connect a ceiling fan, that is IoT enabled ceiling fan, with this home gateway. So we need to go to end devices, and we need to select our home end devices, and there you will get various IoT enabled devices, and one of them is ceiling fan. So you just need to drag and drop it in your workspace. So this is IoT enabled ceiling fan. I can rename it from here also, or I can just double click and go to configuration and display name. I can rename it from here. So this is IoT enabled fan. Okay, so this is one IoT enabled fan, and you can, if you try to connect this one from here to here, you can see it is having one Ethernet port by default. Okay, so in practical scenario, actually we are not connecting any. We should not connect all the devices or all the sensors with wired connection. We prefer to connect all the things using wireless connection. So in physical view, you can see here that it is having an Ethernet port. Okay, this fan is having an Ethernet port. So to change this Ethernet connectivity into wireless connectivity, you just need to click on this advanced. Okay, and after clicking on this advanced, you can see here that input output configuration is there, and you just need to select wireless card from here, and in those cards you can see that PT IoT NM1W is the wireless card. Okay, so you just need to click on this one, and you can exit. Okay, so you can see here that this ceiling fan is now connected wirelessly to this gate. Now our next step is to register this IoT enabled fan on this home gateway. So we need to just double click on this, go to configuration, and in global go to setting, and then you need to go to IoT server, and you need to register at home gateway. So you need to just click on this home gateway. Okay. So by clicking this home gateway in under IoT services, your device means your end device, that is IoT fan, is now registered at this home gateway. Okay, home gateway 0. So now you can control, if you have registered your IoT enabled devices with that home gateway, you can control that IoT enabled end device with any of your smartphone or laptop, any of the things. So we will take one smartphone. Okay, so this smartphone, first we connect to this home gateway, so we just double click on it. We will go to configuration, wireless, and here SSID, we need to give the same SSID of home gateway. Okay, so we will go to home gateway. We will find out that what is the SSID. So SSID is home gateway. That is the name of Wi-Fi. So I will just go to my mobile or smartphone. Under wireless section, I will give the same SSID. Okay, so I will paste the same thing, home gateway. And since there is no authentication, so we need not to give anything. And when we close this one, so this will automatically get connected with this home gateway. Now we can control this IoT fan with this smartphone. To control, we need to go to smartphone, we need to go to desktop, and here we will find IoT IDE. Okay, develop and deploy. So we need to click on this one, or we can go to IoT monitor. To monitor or to control, we will go to this. So here you will have one thing, that it is asking for IIT server address. So to find out the server address, you need to go to your home gateway, and you need to go to your LAN, and you need to check out what IP address you have given. That's 192.168.25.1. So again, go to your smartphone and type the same IP address here, 192.168.25.1. Okay, and by default I haven't set up any username and password, so that is by default admin ID. So you just need to log in. So after login, you can see here that one IoT fan is registered with this gateway. Okay, with this IP address. So you can click here, and you can see that my status of the fan is off at present. So if you want to run this fan at a very low speed, you can click here low. Okay, so you can see the symbol here. Okay, so this is running in low speed. If you click on high, you can see the change in symbol, and this fan is running in high speed. So in this way, you can uh, you can control your IoT enabled fan, okay, with your mobile phone. So this configuration, what I'm changing is I'm doing from this smartphone. Okay, so This is the thing how you can control your IoT enabled fan. Now we will take another device. So let's say I'm taking IoT enabled door. Okay, so I need to just click, drag and drop into workspace. Now I need to double click on this. Okay, so go to my configuration. First, I need to connect this IoT to my home gateway and in the wireless home. So in the physical, I can see here that there is no wireless connectivity. So I need to go to advanced IoT configuration and I need to select PT IoT NM1W. Okay. So after selecting this, my IoT enabled gate is now, or IoT enabled door is now connected with home gateway. So after connecting it to the home gateway, I need to register this IoT door on this home gateway. So I will go to configuration setting and under that IoT servers are there. So I need to register that one into home gateway. So after registering it into home gateway, everything is over now. Okay, this IoT enabled door is now registered with this home gateway and I can control this door too with my smartphone. So I will just go to my smartphone and I will go to IoT monitor and I can see here IoT enabled fan, IoT enabled door, both are there. So I will go into IoT enabled door and currently this is unlocked. Okay, so I can lock it. So you can see the change in symbol here. This is unlock and this is lock. Okay, so I am remotely accessing my door with this smartphone. Okay, so this is how you can connect your IoT door. Now let's see, I want to connect other devices. So in this video, we will see how you can connect all the devices. So let's say you want to connect your IoT enabled AC. So this is your IoT enabled AC. So one by one, we will just connect all the things in this video or in this class. So you just double click on this, and here you can find out what are the features of this AC. What are the things you can control? Okay, so these are the general features. Okay, and this is the physical overview of connections. So by default, it is having a line connection. Okay, so you can see that in configuration also no wireless things are there, only fast Ethernet thing is there. So you just need to go to advanced IoT input output configuration. You need to select that, and then if you go to configuration, you will find out in place of Ethernet connectivity there is wireless connectivity, and in physical section also you can see here that this port is replaced by wireless port. Okay, Wi-Fi port. So after that, you just need to go and register this one in uh, on your home gateway. So you need to go to setting, and under that you need to go to IoT server and home gateway, and you need to just register that here. So you can control this AC in the same manner. Like you need to go to IoT monitor. Okay, there is one IoT AC, and that is not on, so you can just on it. Okay, so you can see the change in symbol here. Okay, so you can switch on and switch off. That's the facility available uh, on this IoT enabled AC. Okay, you can't be able to control temperature. So if the sensors are there so that you can control temperature also, you can control your temperature from remote location. So in this device only facility is like you can on and off your AC from remote location. Okay, the next thing is we will see how we can um, Bluetooth speaker, that is general. Okay, these are the sensors, monitors, furnace, garage door. Okay, garage door is also similar. You just need to double click on that one, go to physical view, and you can see there is no Wi-Fi port or Wi-Fi connectivity there. Go to advanced mode, input output configuration, go to PT IoT NM1W, and then you can see here that this is replaced. Now you need to register. So go to configuration setting, and under IoT server, go to home gateway, and now your device is registered. So you can control this device from IoT monitor. So you can see here that IoT garage door is also here. So you can open it. So this is open. You can close it from remote device. Okay. So this is the thing. You can control any of these things. Suppose I want to connect one light that is IoT enabled light, and for connecting it, see, I can connect it in a wired form also. Okay, I can connect this one in a wired form also. Okay, we have connected this copper crossover cable, and we need not to connect copper crossover cable when both the devices are from a different layer. So we need to click on copper straight through cable, and we need to connect copper straight through cable. And after connecting copper straight through cable, just need to go to fast Ethernet and click on DSCP. So it will take IP address automatically, and then you need to go to smartphone and at IoT monitor, and here we can see that IoT light is there. So we can control this light from here. That this is an off condition, this is dim condition, and this is an on condition. Okay. So in this way, you can control this IoT enabled light in a wide form. So the next device we will take for demonstration is this window, IoT enabled window. So this is IoT enabled window. So we can connect this one in a wired form and wireless form. So now you know all the things. Like if you want to connect in a wired form, you can just directly connect. And if you want to connect this one in a wireless form, you just need to go to advanced mode IoT, and you need to just change your network adapter. Okay. And after changing that one, you need to just go and register that one into onto your home gateway. And after that, you can just control this IoT window from your smartphone. So here you can see that IoT window is there, and you can control that IoT window from here. Like this is windows are closed, and you can open that window. Okay. So we can do all these controls through remote location using this method. Okay. So this is your remote smartphone which you are having, and you are controlling all these devices from your mobile phone.